Hey everyone, I'm Christian. We're here with Melissa today from the shelter. How are you, Melissa?
I'm good.
And we're here today to talk about some exciting things going on here at the shelter. And one of those is actually orientation classes that we are about to begin. So, Melissa, if you have just a little bit of time today, I've got some questions for you because I understand you were a big influence behind this.
I don't know about the big influence, but questions are good.
But she's the one with all the answers on this, and an incredible employee here, and excited that she's going to actually be helping out with this program and so forth. So, Melissa, I do have just a couple of questions because I know we have a lot of volunteers that come here, and we rely heavily on those volunteers, and we appreciate it. What we're doing is actually kind of creating more of a training type basis before a volunteer actually goes out on the floor and begins the work that they're doing. So, first off, Melissa, what is orientation for?
The orientation is to further educate the volunteers, new and old, on proper handling of the animals. There are a lot of things that come with the kennel life. You have diseases, you have animals with different temperament. It's just to better educate them and make them feel more comfortable here helping the animals.
Okay.
It's just to help them.
I saw Melissa did an incredible job on putting together the handbook for it, and you'll see that when you come in here as a volunteer and how thorough that it is, and it's too much to cover in a short interview on this. But also, when do we have a date yet set for when the first class is?
We do. It's March 18th, which is a Saturday, and it's from 1:30 till 3 o'clock.
So on March 18th on a Saturday. So how would one go about signing up for this?
You can actually visit our Facebook page, which is Knox Whitley Animal Shelter.
Which this video will be on, by the way.
Or you can you can call the shelter or come by and sign up on our registration form here.
If you call us here, our number is 606-526-6925. And a few more questions for you, Melissa. Who can sign up?
Anybody. If they are 18 or older, they can come sign up. If they're under 18, they do need a parent or guardian to attend with them.
Okay.
But anybody can sign up. We appreciate all different people.
Awesome. So I noticed that sometimes in the past we see families that come in and for the young kids that love animals and want to have an exciting future in dealing with animal adoption and shelter life and education and so forth. If you are interested, make sure that you let a parent or legal guardian know about that. We already talked about what it covers basically. A few other scenarios. If I volunteered beforehand here and I'm a regular volunteer, do I need to attend this orientation?
You do need to attend the orientation. We have new volunteer agreement forms that have been drawn up that all of our volunteers, new and old, will need to sign. Also, the volunteer handbook is new to our volunteers. It's kind of been in the past where volunteers come in, the employees help them get started on doing whatever. The handbook goes so much more in depth for the safety of our volunteers and our animals that even it doesn't matter if you've been here before, if you've been volunteering here for 10 years, you need to come into the orientation and get a copy of the handbook. And you know, there might be things that you thought you knew but you don't, and this will cover it.
Okay, awesome. That sounds wonderful. And I know that volunteering is just a small part of what actually goes on at the shelter. Between the volunteers, we have rescues involved, and speaking of rescues, fosters. What if I'm interested in fostering?
You need to come to our orientation. We'll actually have a representative with one of our rescue partners here. She'll be able to further give you more information on fostering, what that entails, what you can do to help. So even if it's just fostering you want to do, you really need to come to our orientation.
That's awesome. So anything to do from volunteering and or interest in fostering or both, that would be even better. What about mobile adoption? I understand that a lot of our animals here get adopted out through the efforts of Teresa with mobile adoption.
They do.
And what if I'm interested in just doing mobile adoption? Would this also be a informative and required thing for me to do?
It would be, because even when you're handling the animals on mobile adoption, sometimes that can be even more of an important job because the animals are scared. They've just rode in a van. They're seeing lots of new people. So this is going to teach you, how to handle an animal a little better in a stressful situation. Plus, you really need to know just what you're getting into altogether. You need to come meet our mobile adoption coordinator. She's going to be the one that's going to show you what to do, going to, tell you where and when you need to be. So even if it's just mobiles, you still need to come to our orientation.
That's awesome. So we've talked about some of the basics of volunteer work here, some of the things that are covered in there. It's a pretty intense orientation class and training that anyone can benefit from. And again, as Melissa has said, that if you have volunteered beforehand, you will need to attend this volunteer orientation. If you're interested in fostering, you'll also need to attend. And if you're interested in going out with Teresa on mobile adoption, also, again, you'll want to attend this orientation class. And just one more question. Can I choose what I want to do once I attend the class?
You can. We actually have some volunteer interest forms that everybody will be handed. We have a description of each volunteer job that is really important to the shelter here. Anything they do is important, but there's certain things that the dogs really benefit, from more than others. Cats too, not just the dogs.
That's right.
So you'll never be asked to do anything that you are uncomfortable with. We want you to be comfortable. We want you to be happy. We want you to have fun while you're here. But at the same time, we want to keep you and our animals safe.
Absolutely. And we can't express enough the appreciation for volunteering. It makes up a very large efforts of what we do and help and what we do here. And of course, we're entering into the season now, I believe, where our numbers are going to increase, correct?
Yes.
And as those numbers increase, the more help that we have, even the better. And I can't think of anything better for someone to volunteer with. Of course, all of us here love our dogs. We love our cats. Of course, I don't have cats. We all know that. But I have 7 dogs, so that counts. But, we all have one common interest here. And that is important, that if you are interested in volunteering, of course, you would want to have a love for animals and compassion for those. And so many things are covered in this volunteer orientation training class. Again, anyone from wanting to volunteer to fostering to assisting with mobile adoption. And even if you want to come in and help me do the videos and let's get creative with photos.
Absolutely.
With that is also an option as well for it. And, we'll talk about all that stuff in orientation class. So definitely sign up for this. Call us. You can link through on the Facebook page. And what was the other? Or you can just come in, I believe, to the
come
shelter.
by 66 Busy Lane, Corbin, Kentucky.
And again, the number here is 606-526-6925. And one more time, what's the date on this?
It's March 18th. That's 2 weeks from this Saturday, and it's from 1:30 till 3.
1:30 till 3, and you won't miss anything because time changes next weekend, which means you'll have an extra hour that night, so you can come in and get a good orientation and good training, learn a lot of cool things, and be part of one awesome shelter here. We've got an incredible crew here of employees, volunteers, and so many people that have one common interest here, and that is to save animals' lives. So everyone, thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you.
Have a great weekend.